Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in the last video we have done 3 questions which are asked in year 2019 CSIR net. So today we'll be continuing with the same year and so let us begin with today's first question. The question states that the Hamiltonian of a system with 2 degree of freedom where H is Q1 P1 minus Q2 P2 plus A Q1 square, where A is greater than 0, is a constant. The function is Q1 Q2 plus lambda P1 P2 is a constant of motion only if lambda is. So in this question they are asking us to find the lambda value. So with the help of Hamiltonian equation of motion, we can find the values for Q1 dot and P1 dot, Q2 dot and P2 dot, and here we have the function where the function is the determinant of the given function will be equal to 0. So simply by getting the determinant of the given function, we can find the value of lambda. So let us begin with the solution. So given Hamiltonian of a system with 2 degree of freedom, that is H is equal to Q1 P1 minus Q2 P2 plus A Q1 square. This is the equation given for an Hamiltonian and where A is a constant. Okay. Now with the help of Hamiltonian equation of motion, we can find the values for Q1 dot and P1 dot. So first find the values for Q1 dot and P1 dot. Therefore, Hamiltonian's equation of motion for Q1 and P1, that we have a standard formula, that is Q1 dot is equal to dou H by dou P1 and P1 dot is equal to minus dou H by dou Q1. So now to find Q1 dot, differentiate with respect to P1. So you will get Q1 dot value as Q1 and P1 dot value has minus P1 minus 2A Q1. Okay, this is equation number 1. Similarly, we can find the values for P2 and Q2. Hamiltonian equation of motion for Q2 and P2, that is Q2 dot is equal to dou H by dou P2 and P2 dot is equal to minus dou H by dou Q2. Okay, so when we differentiate the above this equation, we will get Q2 dot has minus of Q2 and P2 dot has P2. Okay, we got the two equation. Now from the question we have the value for the function value. So now differentiating the function is equal and equating it to 0. Therefore the function is given as Q1 Q2 plus lambda P1 P2 is constant of motion. Then d by dt of Q1 Q2 plus lambda P1 P2 equal to 0. So upon differentiation, what values we will get? That will be Q1 dot Q2 plus Q1 Q2 dot plus lambda P1 dot P2 plus lambda P1 P2 dot, that is equal to 0. Now we got this equation. To this equation substitute the values of Q1 dot P1 dot, P2 dot and Q2 dot to the above equation. So upon substituting these all values to the above equation will be Q1 Q2 minus Q1 Q2 plus lambda minus P minus 2 Q Q1, that will be Q1A plus lambda P1 P2 equal to 0. That is equal to lambda into minus P1 minus 2 A Q1 plus P1 P2 equal to 0. Okay. So therefore the lambda value will be equal to 0. So for this given question, the value of lambda is 0. Now this is the second question of this video, and the question states that the phase difference between the two small oscillating electric dipoles are separated by a distance d is pi. If the wavelength of the radiation is lambda, the condition for constructive interference between the two dipolar radiations at a point P where given R is greater than D. So for this given question, we can draw a figure that will be already mentioned in the question paper. Last year they have mentioned. Diagram will be like this. And this is the normal. This is the point P. That will be making at an angle of theta. And this is at point 0. And this is at a distance of R. And one is upward and one is downward. And this is the distance at D. For this figure, we can say that for this, the answer will be d sin theta, that is n plus half of lambda. Okay. Now moving on to the third question. The third question states that the function f of t is a periodic function of the period 2 pi in the range of minus pi to pi. It is equal to e to the power of minus t. If f of t is summation of minus infinity to plus infinity, Cn of e to the power of I and t denotes its Fourier series expansion. Then the sum of this will be summation of minus infinity to plus infinity, Cn of square, Cn of modulus of square is, and these are the given options. So now let us solve this. From the question we have that function f of t is summation of minus infinity to plus infinity Cn into e to the power of I and t. This is the equation number 1. Okay, now taking the complex conjugate on both the sides to the multiplying to the above equation 1. Then the above equation will be reduced to f of t, and this is the complex conjugate, that will be summation of minus infinity to plus infinity, n is equal to m is equal to minus infinity to plus infinity Cn e to the power of I n t and e to the power of minus I n t. Okay, now integrating on both the sides. Now integrating on both sides. That they have mentioned the range that will be minus pi to pi. So taking that range, that will be integration from minus pi to pi f of t into f star of t dt is equal to minus pi of pi summation of n is equal to minus infinity to plus infinity Cn into Cn star of dt. Okay, and that will be summation of n is equal to minus infinity to plus infinity mod of Cn square is equal to 1 by 2 pi minus pi to pi e to the power of minus t dt. That will be equal to 1 by 2 pi for this integration e to the power of minus 2t by minus 2 from the range minus pi to pi. The equation will be reduced to 1 by 2 pi e to the power of minus of 2 pi e to the power of 2 pi divided by minus 2, and that will be reduced to 1 by 2 pi. We know that this is the value of sine hyperbolic 2 pi. So for this given question, the answer will be 1 by 2 pi sine hyperbolic 2 pi. Thank you guys.